last time you did something to help somebody and didn't ask anything in return? And didn't care what the other people tell you? And didn't mind how you look like from outside? So that's how people do when there is nothing behind. So that's actually the definition of volunteer work. So I'm really happy and proud to work as a volunteer in Junior Achievement Foundation. And tonight I would like to talk about this foundation here. Junior Achievement Foundation is working to reach young people between the ages of 13 to 30 to teach them about financial literacy with the help of a lot of hardworking and sacrificing teachers to teach them about entrepreneurship. Financial literacy is about understanding how to build a company, how to run a company, and how to understand the dynamics, how to understand the finance of a company. So Junior Achievement is having several programs to make it happen, and one of these programs is I'm proud to participate that I would like to talk about. That's called Innovation Camp. It's an exciting one-day activity. It's about 8 schools, generally from high schools, and 80 students are coming together, and they are forming 10 groups. So the nice thing is, this is not a school competition. It's not school-to-school competition, but the groups are coming, forming students from different groups. So imagine you haven't met anybody in your team, and in a very short time you have to deliver, you have to make a task. So that's a nice challenge. So there are companies supporting this innovation camp, and my company, General Electric, has done 3 of these camps in the last 3 years. And I was in 2 of them jury and 1 as a mentor. I'm really happy to be part of that. So in the morning, normally the company gives a generic task to the groups and let them work until the afternoon times for a presentation. And GE's task was find a problem, bring your innovative solution, and tell us a possible company, how your company will be. Tell us this in the 3 minutes in the afternoon. And do this in the areas of healthcare, energy, or industrial internet. Without knowing anybody in the group, totally strangers, these students, believe me, are working so enthusiastically. Try to understand each other. Try to figure out the weaknesses and strengths within each other and really try to get this project out. There are different ways of doing that. Every team can do different ways. So some teams say, okay, let's internally agree who is doing what and then go with the ideas. Or some others say, first throw ideas, whatever you have in mind, and then from there let's select an idea and go from there. Okay, so there are different ways of doing that. So, it's 4 p.m. now. Very exciting. All the teams are in the room, and it's now presentation time. We have a strict 3-minute rule here. At exactly 3 minutes, they have to stop. And in this 3 minutes, they have to tell what was the problem, what is their solution, and what did they do to solve this solution, and if we actually find a company with this product, how this company will work, how much you will sell to whom, etc., etc. And in these last 3 years, I saw some nice events, some experience that I would like to go through again with you. There are some projects. For example, you may ask what kind of projects are coming out after all this one-day work. One project was put a small windmill next to the highways, and when the cars are passing, they're already passing, with created air, create energy, produce energy. That was a very nice one. Another one was a group created a little box, and they say that with this box we thought about everything. With this box you can get a full blood test. You don't need to go to hospital. That was a tough one to convince everybody. So there was one event I found also interesting, that a team, they first couldn't agree on which way to go, what projects to pursue, what projects to discuss. Then they change the topic and start discussing how to decide on things. You know, they are 8, hot-blooded young people. They say, okay, let's decide how to decide on things. So believe me, they spent 3 hours to decide which project they want to discuss. In the end, what happened? They didn't have enough time. to actually mature this project and actually to prepare this presentation. So they didn't have enough time, so that was a lot of fun. So you can ask, how are they developing ideas? That's also interesting and nice to watch. I was a host in the last one, and I was listening to one group. I was wandering around from group to group, and one boy was talking. Okay, let's assume we put an X-ray generator to a plane, and when it's flying, let's throw X-ray to the streets, to all people, and then see if we can get some diagnostic stuff out of that. Okay? And you can imagine, if you think 2 minutes, this is ridiculous. You cannot just do that. It's crazy. But the nice thing is, crazy ideas can be discussed to a nice solution. So that team, in the afternoon, made a very nice, sophisticated presentation, suggesting that there can be a kiosk-like medical diagnostic device, and anybody can go in, put 20 liras, and stay there for 3 minutes, and they can give a mini checkup. So it was a very nice idea as well. So, in the end of each of these 3 events that I have been part of, it was a lot of fun, a lot of excitement in the end as well. So with the jury's points, some teams got awards, but overall, the students made a lot of friends. They really enjoyed the time. They really fight with each other as well. That was also emotional. So I believe that this camp is really preparing them to next years to be an innovation person or to be an entrepreneur. So I think this camp or this organization is really helpful with the purpose of junior achievement. So I'm really happy to be part of this organization, working as a volunteer, and see people amuse each other. And I'm inviting you to join me to get this pleasure helping these future entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.